And this is like me planning a video, by the way. Hey guys, it's Diane Magnolia here. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry for the little hiatus I had to take. A lot has been going on. Pretty much only my immediate family and my husband know. I'm not ready to talk about it openly. I don't know if I ever will be, but point is I'm doing better and I'm back. So today I just wanted to go through one of the things that was on my 100 Days of Self-Love challenge, which was making a self-care jar. So that's exactly what I'm gonna be doing with you. Sorry, I know I talked way too fast. So here's my little jar, super cute. And then I have my little colored, like, they're not sticky notes because they're not sticky, but it's the same concept. And then right here, if I'm looking down, it's because I have my laptop and I have the list pulled up. So, basically, I've been doing this challenge. I think I'm 25 days in, and it has been really great. I'm so thankful to Tammy for making this challenge. It has helped me so tremendously, especially with everything that has been going on recently. The past month has been awful and so stressful, and I know I'm like smiling and laughing about it right now, but yeah. So one of the things that I've been doing that's been helping is drinking tea. So I'll write that for my first one. I'll just fold that up and put it in here. Journaling is another huge one. I put a couple journaling prompts, but for here I'll just say journal. I'm gonna put spend time in nature. And so I made a whole video about that, and I have been keeping up with it. Some days discover things about myself that I didn't know before. Other days it's just very simple. It's like, you know, I just did some yoga. It's very doable if it's 10 minutes. That was one thing that my therapist was saying, is that I really need to work on self-love. So she was saying that I need to make time every single day, and she, you know, it was something that like was an ongoing thing the past couple of months, and I was making a big effort and I was doing a lot better. But I feel like having it in, as silly as it is, having it in the form of a challenge where I'm holding myself accountable and other people in the group are holding each other accountable, it's actually a lot more effective, because then it's not like, oh, well, I skipped it today, it's fine, I'll just, you know, because eventually it gets to where you don't do it for a whole week and you start to lose yourself, and that's exactly what has been happening to me pretty much this whole year. Like, so much has happened, but it is important, is what I'm trying to get at. Right. 5 affirmations. Sorry, I totally forgot to address the fact that I keep switching locations. I'm sorry about that, but at least I tried to have like a semi-nice background. I totally forgot to post about it the other day, but I put up a whole bunch of pictures that make me feel confident and happy when I look at them. And I know on the challenge I only wrote down, you know, put up 5 pictures of yourself, but I really am trying to go like the extra mile, just so that I'm not doing the bare minimum for myself all the time. Sometimes that's all you can do. If, honestly, I think it was on Thursday, I just had such a rough day. Life was just hitting me really hard. A lot of realizations were hitting me really hard, and so all I could really do that day was just get out of bed, and like I was happy for that. And if that's all you can do, then be proud of yourself for that. You just have to be proud of yourself for like surviving. Watch your favorite childhood movie. That's a great one. I have a couple favorite childhood movies. I think my favorites, like absolute favorites, are Grease, Labyrinth, The Wiz. Those 3 are my absolute favorites. And in terms of like animated movies, which are definitely because those first three I can watch them like a million times and not get sick of them. But with like animated movies, it would be Alice in Wonderland, which is also my favorite book. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Let's see what else. Tarzan. I love Tarzan. And then back to non-animated. I've never been like a huge fan of animated movies, even as a kid, or shows. Like, I watched a lot of cartoons, but eventually I kind of got sick of them. Even as like a little kid, I would prefer watching live action. So I would say third place would go to George of the Jungle, Space Jam, which is like half cartoon, half live action, Princess Bride. There's a lot of good movies. Oh, I didn't even finish what I was saying. I'm sorry. I'm really scatterbrained, especially lately with not getting enough sleep and being stressed out and all that. But so my therapist was saying that I need to do something for self-love every single day, and try to have like a more regulated morning and night routine. And so she suggested making a self-care jar, and so she told me to put in like the easiest things that I can do on any given day, because I mean some of these are go to wherever, you can't necessarily do that if it's 10 p.m. and you've been working all day or something like that. So I'm writing down, write 100 things you're grateful for. You just have to kind of like get over the fact that it's 100, because 100 is not that big of a number. Also add, write 100 things that you love about yourself. Reach out to an old friend. Speaking of that, I actually did that last night. I love those kinds of friends where you can go months or even years without seeing each other or talking on the phone, like my friend that I talked to last night. And we caught up, and it was like nothing. We still haven't seen each other in 6 years, 7 years. Like, it's been a long time, and we haven't even heard each other's voices since then. We've always just communicated like through Facebook and texting and stuff like that. And I know that might sound like, oh, you guys aren't really friends, but it's just one of those people that like your lives are in parallel, and your paths just, no matter how much you try, your paths just never cross, until finally you can make it work, and it just is seamless. So anyways, it was awesome getting to talk to her and getting to catch up, and it totally made my week. Declutter. What's something really easy? Your emails. I feel like no matter how many times I declutter my emails, there's always something, whether it's like just an old like subscription or whatever, that always just kind of pops up. And it doesn't take that, I mean, if you haven't done it in a long time, it takes forever, but then it's worth it. Doodle or color in a coloring book. This is like by default. I think I haven't done it since I started this challenge, because I've been trying to like push myself to do the other stuff. It is always one of my go-tos, especially when I'm feeling really anxious. I've had times where like, my husband can attest to this, where like we're talking about something serious, and I'm like, I promise I'm paying attention to you, but my anxiety is so high right now that I just need to like be doing something. I need to be coloring or something where it's like mindless. I don't have to worry about, like, it's not going to be distracting to me. It actually helps me focus if my anxiety is that high. So if you have anxiety, I highly recommend trying something like that. It's kind of like the fidget spinner, where like if you're doing something with your hand, it actually helps you focus more, and you don't have like all that nervous energy distracting you. Analyze your schedule and cut out anything that adds unnecessary stress. or I guess your to-do list. I think I have it like that. Yeah, your schedule and to-do list. I have to do that pretty frequently because I use Trello. I know I talk about it a lot. I showed it in my last video. And I'm one of those people that like I'm so forgetful and so scatterbrained, and I take on so much at one time that it's hard to keep track of everything, especially in just like one long to-do list that's very vague. And so, for example, if I'm like, film new video, I'm not gonna no, I need like a separate area just for content creation. What video is it? What do I need to film? Even just a chunk for like edit video, create thumbnail, so I don't forget any of those things, otherwise I will. So I know I'm sure like if you see a video of mine right as I post it, if you're like subscribed with the little bell notification, or you just happen to be scrolling, which you'll notice that a lot of times I don't even have a thumbnail ready or a description ready, and then I'm like, oh wait, I need to go do that. And so it'll take me a minute, and then I'll like change it all up, and yeah, I'm a mess. I just get really scatterbrained, and it helps me a lot to have like very, very specific lists, but then it can also be kind of overwhelming sometimes. So I have to make sure that I don't just add tons of stuff that are unnecessary. Sometimes it'll be something where I want to get around to it eventually, but it's not really important. So I just have like a whole separate list for that, you know? That way I don't get overwhelmed with like one to-do list that has 20 items on it, and I'm like, I gotta do all of them. Yeah, now that I've been talking for forever, pick out your outfit and cook yourself a healthy breakfast. Which is really nice because I'm not a morning person. So my brain it can't think that earlier in the morning. I mean, I'm struggling right now, and it's like 7 p.m. So, yeah. Do your nails. I don't really do my nails, but it is kind of nice to do it once in a while. It does always feel like I'm just kind of pampering myself. You put on a face mask. That always feels luxurious. I'm probably gonna have to edit this video so much that it's not like an hour long, but sorry. The jar is basically full at this point. I don't even know how many I put in here. I should probably have counted. Good grief. But anyways, it's basically full, as you can see. I might make some more, but those are like the really easy ones that you can do just at home, and it won't take you too long. So I really recommend you guys doing this. Oh, I totally forgot to mention, I added in create a vision board. I was talking so much that I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, so I really recommend you guys doing something like this. I know it seems so simple. Just these little simple things that you can fall back on. I'm gonna add meditate for 5 minutes to the jar. It's just these little simple things that you know you have to fall back on that are going to provide some type of relief. I know it's not going to fix anything. It certainly, you know, even the challenge itself isn't fixing anything for me. It really isn't. But it's giving me a little bit of stability, helping me with like my self-esteem, my anxiety, depression, all that kind of stuff. It's like, it's just this little tiny boost that I need on a consistent basis every single day, so that I don't let myself just completely fall into a deeper depression like I have before. I really do hope that this is helping you guys, whether it's you make this little jar or you write it down in a list in your phone or like on the wall or something. I'm a very visual person. I need to have these things like in plain sight for me to rely on. Otherwise I'm gonna completely put it to the wayside and just be consumed by what's ever going. I can't talk. Otherwise I'm gonna put these things to the wayside and be completely consumed with whatever's going on. You have to make time for yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup. There's my little preachy self-love rant. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Seriously, I hope you go out and do something like this, or like I said, make a list on your phone or something, and join me for the challenge and keep practicing, and make sure you practice self-love every single day. So give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. sitting on a stool that whole time.